What's going on, you guys? It's Ed, and welcome back to the show. Today, I'm going to be talking about the fighters that I want to see win at UFC 300. This is not really a predictions video at all. These are just the fighters that I want to see win at UFC 300. Like, I'm rooting for them to win at UFC 300. I'm going to go through the entire card. I'm going to go through every single fight, and I'm going to tell you guys pretty much what fighter I want to win. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The first fight, Bobby Green and Jim Miller. Out of these two, I like both guys, so it's kind of tough to pick who I want to see win. But I'd probably rather prefer Jim Miller just because, Jim Miller's been in the game for such a long time. It would be kind of cool to see him win at UFC 300. Both guys have been like OGs in the sport. And I don't mind, like, if Bobby Green finds a way to win, that's great. But if Jim Miller wins, that would be pretty fucking cool too. To start off, I don't think this is actually the first fight of the night, but this is the one that was first shown, so I'm going to go with this one first. But I guess I maybe prefer Jim Miller, but not all that much, to be honest with you. But I'll go with Jim Miller. Fuck it. Jessica Andrade, Maria Rodriguez. Who fucking cares? Next fight, Sodiq Yusuff versus Diego Lopez. Diego Lopez, just because his story is absolutely insane. To go and fight, God, what was his name? Movsar Evloev, and have that great of a performance. He made me into a fan that night, and it showed how underrated he really was. Bro, out of nowhere came in on short notice and had a fantastic performance. I want to see him win, and I think he does actually beat Sodiq Yusuff. Sodiq Yusuff, I saw one of his fights. I believe he was on the Dana White Contender Series, if I'm not mistaken, and he had a very entertaining fight, but I'd rather see Diego Lopez. I think Diego Lopez is super exciting as well. I think he's a hell of a fighter, man, and I really am rooting for him to win. Kayla Harrison to Holly Holm. Who the fuck cares? Divas and Figueiredo, Cody Garbrandt. Yeah, oh man, I guess, yeah, Cody Garbrandt, right? I'd rather see Cody win. It would be really fucking cool all of a sudden if Cody just, like, finds a way to beat Divas and Figueiredo. That would be pretty fucking interesting. I doubt it. I highly doubt it happens. But, yeah, it'd be really cool if Cody just, like, this resurgence, of his career. Obviously, he won his last two fights, and then, like, all of a sudden, he's just able to beat Divas and Figueiredo, who's number 8 in the bantamweight division. And he's back in the rankings. But I highly doubt it happens. I think Cody's going to have a tough time in there against Divas Figueiredo. But, I would probably say Cody Garbrandt for me. Bo Nickel or Cody Brundage. What the fuck? Bo Nickel, just because, like, he definitely has, like, the most potential to become a champion. Cody Brundage, it would be pretty hilarious if Bo Nickel finds a way to lose to him. But Bo Nickel, obviously, I kind of do like Bo Nickel a little bit. He's definitely, like, so far his fights have been pretty entertaining, I'll tell you that. But I want to see him, fight better competition because I want to see how he does in the middleweight division, so I'll say Bo Nickel there. Aljamain Sterling and Calvin Kattar. I actually want to see Aljo win this fight. I'm not even a big Aljo fan, but I kind of want to see what he does in the featherweight division. I want to see if he's able to beat a guy like Calvin Kattar and see how he fares against other guys in the division as well. I want to see, future fights like him and Brian Ortega, and then obviously maybe him versus Volk, get Volk back on the win train. No, I'm just kidding. But but Aljo, I really do like Aljo. He's growing on me a little bit. Not saying, listen, I'm not the biggest Aljo fan, but I think it's pretty interesting and intriguing to see how he does in the featherweight division, so I actually prefer Aljo win this fight. And I definitely could see him win for sure, too. I think he could beat Calvin Kattar. It just depends on how he does in the striking department against Calvin, because Calvin is a great boxer. So if he catches Aljo, is Aljo going to be able to take the shot? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But I'm rooting for Aljo, actually. Yuri Prochazka, Alexander Rakic, by far and away Yuri Prochazka. Like, what the fuck? Are we joking ourselves here? I'd rather see Yuri Prochazka win every single fucking time. I couldn't give less of a fuck about Alexander Rakic, to be quite honest with you. Yuri Prochazka, actually, I care for because he's one of the most entertaining guys in all of the UFC. He's super likable. He's great. He's entertaining. Bro, who are you gonna pick? One of the most boring fighters in the division, or are you gonna pick Yuri fucking Prochazka? You're gonna pick Yuri Prochazka to win. I mean, come on now. We're all rooting for him, right? Anyway, well, yeah, that's my guy. That I definitely want Yuri Prochazka to win. Arman and Charles. I mean, obviously Charles Oliveira. The fuck? I mean, like, these are obvious, right? These should be obvious. Like, who are we rooting for? Charles fucking Oliveira. I hope. This is the one I mean, really, I'm really rooting for Charles Oliveira in this fight. Just because I want him to, to get that next shot again, possibly. I think he'll probably be next after Justin Gaethje. I don't even know now. Actually, Justin Gaethje might lose his spot, and it might be Oliveira or Arman if Arman does win, which I hope to God he doesn't. But I think it could be the winner of this fight probably faces Islam next, probably in the summer, depending on if any of these guys take a lot of damage. So I obviously want Charles Oliveira to win, though, like 100%. I'm hoping that he does win. Gaethje and Holloway. Damn, I like both guys. It would be pretty fucking crazy though if Max beats Justin. I like Max Holloway. I don't know if I want to see him lose particularly in Justin. I guess I probably prefer Max, but it doesn't matter to me either way. I like both guys, so I mean it'll suck to see Max Holloway lose if he does lose, but like, so I'll probably prefer like Max just by a little bit, but not by a whole lot. This is a fight that is kind of like null to me, to be quite honest with you. Co-main event, Zhang Weili, Yan Xiaonan. I prefer Zhang Weili. I like Zhang Weili a lot more. I know pretty much nothing about Yan Xiaonan, so yeah, I mean, Zhang Weili, right? I think we're all rooting for Zhang Weili, I think. Zhang Weili, she's really likable, honestly. I really do like Zhang Weili, so. And then the main event, obviously, I'm rooting for Alex Pereira. I don't hate Jamal Hill, though. Let's just get that out of the way. I don't hate Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill is a very good fighter. But, I mean, Alex Pereira, he's just an interesting character, and I really do like Alex Pereira a lot. So if I had to pick out of the two, I think Alex Pereira. But Jamal Hill, I mean, obviously on Twitter, he's been on a weird train lately, and he's definitely been on an interesting train, to be quite honest with you, of just people are like kind of bashing him all over X, and he's just going back and forth with a bunch of fans, like UFC fans and MMA fans, and it's just really odd. And Pereira just be vibing, just sparring, and just always wearing his UFC gear on and shit like that. I think it's fantastic. Alex Pereira, I'm not gonna lie, because I think it's really easy to root for Alex Pereira, to be quite honest with you, just because of his background story and like just the way he is. I think it's just so easy to root for a guy like Alex Pereira. So I'm rooting for Alex Pereira to win this fight. But yeah, that's pretty much all the people that I'm rooting for at UFC 300. If you guys like the video, like the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video. Peace out.